Good afternoon and welcome back inside of Johnny Winter Holler Gymnasium here on the campus of Lovell High School. The Worland Warriors, fresh off punching their ticket to the state championship tournament, look to exercise some demons against the Lander Valley Tigers. It's a rematch of Thursday's opening round, this time with third place on the line, and we have all the action for you here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. We're streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV. This is the McGarvin and Taylor Pregame Show presented by McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. This and every broadcast would not be possible without the wonderful support of this community and the following businesses: Pinnacle Bank, McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate, King's Carpet One, Diesel Pickup Specialists, Kinlan Ace Hardware, Admiral Beverage Corporation, Sally's Classic Pizza, Swing Trucking, McGarvin Moberly Construction, Chef's Green Hills Restaurant, Worland Dental Clinic, Washkey Prevention Coalition, Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, Sage Creek Land and Cattle, Bryant Honey, War Paint, and Washkey Cinemas. A special thank you to those who are making live video possible this weekend, including the Bunkers Golf Simulators, Keller Construction, Zion Lutheran Church, Hughes Construction, Eugene Miller and Sons, and Frank and Sherry DeCrue. We are looking for live sponsors for next week's state championship tournament. Already have one of them committed to it. We'll have, of course, these fine sponsors from this weekend continuing into next weekend. I know that our friend Lisa Beamer at Farmers is also going to lend her support to that live video coverage. We appreciate it. Helps us offset some of those rights costs. The advertising starts at $250 for the weekend of live video coverage. You get your logo on during at points during each and every game, as well. Get shout outs throughout, and a small ad is available as well should you want it. Contact me, Jordan McKamey, at McKameyBroadcasting@gmail.com, or by call or text 307-431-1468. This is the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate Pregame Show, and it's full of features. Would have been including a talk with Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart, but yours truly forgot to press the record button on his recorder app, so I'll just have to give you the highlights of that conversation. As the girls' third, fourth place game comes to a close, they'll give awards at mid-court, and then the boys' pregame will start here, so we're probably about 15 or so minutes away from starting lineups in the opening tip-off. But, of course, we'll have a look inside the matchup, the Warrior keys to the game, and then we'll get into the Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening tip-off here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. The pressure of qualification is behind these two squads, but there is yet unfinished business here at the 3A West Regional. Will the Warriors make it a double-up Saturday and take the Tigers to task, or will Landers spoil the good feels and send Worland to the 4 seed next weekend? Find out next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of Diesel Pickup Specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel Pickup Specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. Find them online with their inventory and more information at worlandwyo.com or give them a call 307-347-4271. Worland Warriors, Lander Valley Tigers fighting for the 3rd and 4th seed heading to the 3A state championship tournament next weekend. The Warriors a thrilling 32-30 victory over the Cody Bronx. It was a low scoring on Warriors. A late steal and score. Cooper Cannon with the bucket. Kobe Bradshaw with the deflection in the play and a great pass from Gunnar Mascaro. All the Warriors, 4 Warriors touching on that takeaway as the Warriors get a bucket with 2.3 seconds left and are able to run out the clock for the victory. So they are qualified. Ticket is punched for the Warriors. And they'll be heading to Casper next weekend, whether it be the 3 or the 4 seed. We talked to head coach Tanner Hart again. Sorry, it was a great conversation, too, and forgot to hit record. So, unfortunately, I have to go from my Russell Crowe beautiful mind here trying to remember exactly everything the coach talked about. But he mentioned this one. You're always happy to be in the game, but this one important as Torrington upset Buffalo at the 3A East Regional yesterday. They'll take on Douglas. Douglas the favorite in that one. Doesn't mean Douglas will win the game, but a 3rd seed would put you up against Torrington, who came into that tournament as the 4 seed overall compared to the Douglas Bearcats, who are the number 2 seed in that tournament. So we'll see who the Warriors face. We'll, of course, get you that information next week. I don't think they'll have the brackets posted yet tonight. Of course, you can find a lot of that information at the Wyoming High School Activities Association website, WHSAA.org. If you're trying to keep track of those scores, whether it's here from the regionals or down at the 1A, 2A state, you can find all those scores there. That's, I know, where we keep ourselves updated. So the Warriors looking for the 3 seed here, looking for that 3rd place plaque for the trophy case back at Worland High School. They'll try to add a little bit more hardware to it. Warriors, just a one-year absence from the state tournament as they missed it last year when they got beat in Lander at the 3A West Regional. This time around, they win it on a late bucket from Cooper Cannon. They are in the state championship tournament. Now they'll look to secure that 3 seed here against the Lander Valley Tigers. Again, these two teams matched up in the opening game, so if you feel like, hey, it's deja vu and you're checking your calendar, it is Saturday. It is not Thursday night. It is Saturday. This is the second time these two teams have matched up here in this tournament. Warriors fell 65-40 in that opening game, surrendered 10 threes to the Tigers, so one of those keys of the game today going to be defending the perimeter much better than they did a couple of nights ago here from Lovell High School as we're looking to round out this tournament. A lot of folks clearing out of here. Lovell boys win the championship over the Pinedale Wranglers, and now we'll fight for 3rd and 4th place. Our Worland Lady Warriors, they fought valiantly against the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, but this morning they fell 46-38 the final in that, 44-36 the final in that one over at Lovell Middle School. Lady Warriors had a lead even into the second half, but a good second half overall by the Bulldogs sees them qualify for state, and the Lady Warriors season come to an end. Of course, seniors Kennedy Bassett out there, Kat Navarro, Maddie Robertson. We say goodbye to those seniors on what was a good season after a 1-win season a year ago. They managed to get 10 victories this season, so a much funner season, and they actually poured their hearts out in that game against Lovell. Just in the end, didn't have enough firepower to get back into it. So the Lady Warriors have been eliminated. The Warriors are going to state. The question is whether it's the 3 seed or the 4 seed. We step away on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we will get into our little bit into the matchup here as these two teams, again, just matched up 2 nights ago. And then, of course, we'll get into our Warrior keys of the game as well, as we're a little more than 5 minutes away from those starting lineups and opening tip from Lovell High School here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Worland Warriors, Lander Valley Tigers fighting in the third place game for the third seed. The 3A State Championship next weekend, March 12th through the 14th. Warriors ticket is punched. They're into the tournament no matter the result here, but want to go as the 3 seed, and they'll look to put in a better performance than they did a couple of nights ago when the Tigers took out the Warriors 65-40. But it was interesting. We talked to head coach Tanner Hart post-game after that boys game. He said, sometimes you can come out of an opening game and feel like you are down in the dumps. You're at the bottom of the world. Everything is wrong. And then Saturday can roll around and all of a sudden you're joyously celebrating with teammates as the Warriors did at Lovell Middle School as you qualify for the state championship tournament. So it all turned around just in a short 24 hours as the Warriors took out Lyman yesterday and Cody by 2 today to qualify for the 3A state championship tournament. Let's get into our Warrior keys of the game for today. These two teams again matched up on Thursday. Can look at those for the keys of the game today. Warrior keys of the game: defend the perimeter. That's number one. They gave up 10 threes last time. Got to put some pressure on this Lander team. If they hit some shots early, they can get going just like they did on Thursday night. Number two, great defensive rotation. That ties into number one, but still don't want to get lost whether the Warriors going switch man or if they're going into that zone. Number three, attack more on the interior. Grant Page was really aggressive in that Cody game. He had a bucket in each of the 4 quarters in that game. Want to see him stay aggressive. Again, the Warriors didn't use a whole lot of Taylor Ruckman. Michael Williams as well going downhill. That's what head coach Hart said on our conversation. He said he wants to see Michael continuing to attack down in the interior. So the Warriors will look to make it a double-up Saturday here at the expense of the Lander Valley Tigers and take third place here at the 3A West Regional. Those are our Warrior keys of the game. Defend the perimeter, great defensive rotation, and attack more on the interior. We'll step away here for 30 seconds. On the other side, we get into our Northern Wyoming News. Starting lineups and opening tip-off presented by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Thanks again to McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate for their pregame show sponsorship. Find them online at worlandwio.com or by phone at 307-347-4271. Starting lineups next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. And welcome back inside the broadcast table. Jordan McCamey with you. Worland Warriors introduced here by the PA man at Level High School. It is our starting lineups brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Weekly print publications on Thursdays. Online subscriptions available. Local, regional, national news, classified section, dedicated sports section, and more. The Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Find them online at yodaily.com. Our starting lineups look like this. We'll start with the Lander Tigers. Number 0 is Caleb Andrews. Number 1, Finn McFadden. Number 13, Darian Herford. Number 22, Noah St. Clair. And number 23, Pax Hollingshead. For the Warriors, it's number 10, Gunnar Mascaro. Number 12, Cooper Cannon. Number 22 is Grant Page. Number 23, Elias Mitchell. And number 24 is Michael Williams. Now it's time for our starting lineups to close and head to the center court here for the opening tip. It'll be Hollingshead against Page. And we'll see who controls the Northern Wyoming News opening tip. Our officials look to one another, say we are ready for the final game of this 3A West Regional Tournament as the Warriors control the Northern Wyoming News opening tip-off as it's to Cooper Cannon. Works ahead into the front court against Andrews. Now goes left for Mascaro. Crossover against Herford. Got into the paint. Throws it over the top now for Williams. He'll dribble. Give it off now for Page. Goes to work, ran out of room, and tried to throw it outside. He was losing his footing, unfortunately, so an early turnover for the Warriors. So the Tigers will have their first possession as Finn McFadden has the ball for the Tigers. Goes left side for Hollingshead. Now Andrews. Inside it goes for McFadden. Back out Hollingshead. One more for Herford. Down to the baseline for St. Clair. Wide open on the far side is Andrews for 3. He missed it. Fight for the rebound. St. Clair got it. Got to the inside. Double team comes in. Banks it up off the top glass there and finish. That's a tough finish there in front of the high defense of Grant Page. Here comes Cooper Cannon back the other way. Driving. Ran into St. Clair. Now out of room. Across the floor it goes for Michael Williams. He'll turn on Andrews. Now he falls away from 8 and splashes it home. Michael Williams for 2. And the Warriors and Tigers exchange buckets in the opening minute. 6:55 to go on our Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Herford, right wing now, working around the perimeter for Hollingshead. Skip it for Herford. So go over the top, left to right. Now Hollingshead for Herford. High pass there. Herford at the free throw line, got to back it out. Herford dumps it to the inside for McFadden, lost it. Now Hollingshead for 3. That one's off, no good, onto the standard and out of play, so the Warriors will take over. Ball in now for Cannon. He'll get some pressure in the backcourt from Andrews. Looks out towards Mascaro, but keeps it himself now. Drives into the right corner. Gets it back out for Williams now. Now Mascaro. Needs some help, finds it in Williams, who comes to the top of the key. Page offers a screen here. The Tigers switch it, and now Page going to work here against Finn McFadden to the hoop, and it's swatted away from behind by McFadden. And now St. Clair the other way, going to work against Mitchell, plus the foul. And St. Clair's got the opening 2 buckets for the Tigers, 4-2, and an and one opportunity as Mitchell picks up the foul in transition. McFadden got that clean as he blocked Page from behind. It's a dangerous type of play to try to make, but timed it perfectly as St. Clair misses the and one opportunity, and the Warriors come back the other way with it. Williams, handoff for Mascaro. Offered a screen now by Page. Looking for help. Going to get it on a drop-off now for Cannon. Coop moves off to the right side. Saw some space. Pulls up. Little hook shot down the baseline. Tried to go for the banker. Could not get it to go. St. Clair. He'll go all the way to the hoop. Take on Williams. And now he's fouled again. So right back to the free throw line as Williams picks up his first back-to-back fouls. And St. Clair with all 4 points for the Tigers here about 2.5 minutes into this game. St. Clair missed the first. This one looks better, but hits the front tin no good. Second free throw for St. Clair. That one's also off, and then Page grabs a strong rebound. Quickly outlets here for Mascaro. Up the floor now for Mitchell, and head coach Tanner Hart wants 30 seconds to set things up for the Warriors. We'll take it with them. 4-2 Tigers in the early going on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McKamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
Set to get back to game action here. Warriors trailing 4-2 here. Just 5:23 left in this opening quarter. Live coverage brought to you in part by the Bunkers Golf Simulators in Worland TrackMan Technology. Fully enclosed, unmanned operation there. Can get on the TrackMan app, make reservations there. Memberships available as well. Cannon to the inside for Page, back for Williams. Thought about the three, now steps in, pulls up, fall away jumper again. That one's no good. St. Clair on the sprint out. Double team coming, had to kick it off for McFadden. Now outside for the check-in, Gwinna. Up top, couple of changes for the Tigers with Coulter Heikkila into the game. Now Quincy Gwinna. Down low for Brenner Coleman. Goes up top, finds it for Heikkila. Dribbles right, run out of room, now kicks it out. St. Clair thought about the three, goes downhill. High floater off glass is good. That's the kind of game that St. Clair is known for. He's got 6 in the game already, all 6 for the Tigers so far, and the lead is at 4. Warriors trying to find some offensive rhythm here as Cannon will drift to the right. Now back up for Page. Gives for Cannon, down the baseline, pulls up, mid-range jumper off the angle, no good. Gwinna grabs the rebound there, Quincy Gwinna. Heikkila to the inside for St. Clair, outside, 3 on the way, no good here. Elias Mitchell with a rebound, saves it in for Page. Over the top it goes for Cooper Cannon to the hoop against McFadden, up and good! Protected the basketball from the swiping hand of Finn McFadden, and Cannon finishes as the Warriors trim the lead to 2. McFadden hassled by Mascaro. Now Heikkila for 3. That one an early shot in the possession, and now the Warriors look up ahead. Williams couldn't launch it over the top for Cooper Cannon, and now Page on the dribble here at the top of the key. Inside it goes for Williams. He'll work on Heikkila right around him, up and good. Oh my goodness. An offensive foul. That one's a shocking call there as Williams picks up his second. They say they hooked him, but Heikkila just got left in a cloud of dust there. I know, it must have surprised the referee because Heikkila was left as if he didn't know how to defend. So Mitchell comes out. Williams stays in with his 2 fouls. Gwinna in the back court now, give for McFadden. He'll work against Bradshaw, who checked in. Now up ahead for St. Clair. Scarrow back, defending now against McFadden into the corner for Heikkila. Now give it for McFadden to the inside. Outside it goes for Gwinna. Lefty for 3 on the way and good. 9-4 your score here in the opening quarter as the Tigers get their first 3 of the day. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Cooper Cannon assessing options here. Needs a little help. Finds it in Bradshaw right wing. He's defended by St. Clair. Screen offered there. Gwinna slapped it away from Bradshaw. Definitely a foul there, but nothing called as Gwinna blows the layup. And then St. Clair to the backside hooks it up and good. So St. Clair with 8 of the 11 now, and the lead grows out to 7. And then Cannon has it swiped here at midcourt. And here comes St. Clair the other way. Steps in against 2. High floater is up and good. And St. Clair's got 10. Timeout Warriors as St. Clair's off to a hot start. 10 points in the opening quarter. Back after this on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland.
Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. And welcome back inside of Lovell High School. Warriors in an early 9-point hole here. Outscored by themselves 10-4 by Noah St. Clair just thus far. Just one player, so the Warriors take a timeout, try to settle into this one, need some help. Ball comes in high now for Page, quickly up the floor for Colt Weber. He'll go all the way to the inside, up and good. Great little fast break there by the Warriors as Weber checks in and deposits a deuce. 13-6. That's what you want to see out of a timeout there. Get a quick bucket as Gwynna's into the front court, kicks it off to the left-hand side for Afton Cox. Herford in the left or right corner, back for Gwynna. Thought about the three, passes it up. Heikkila. Gwynna. Now Herford to the inside, back out. Heikkila, swing for Herford, low pass there. Herford thought about driving, now has it on the dribble. Minute 48 to go here in the first quarter. Gwynna with it. Top of the key goes for Heikkila. Looks to drive. Inside it goes for Coleman. Back out Heikkila. Downhill he goes. Ran out of room. Herford open for a three. That one's strong. No good. Fight for the rebound. Weber has it. Going the other way. Strong rebound. Colt Weber as he flies up in those grimace-colored high tops. Foul goes against Finn McFadden. First foul on the Tigers as Page goes up ahead for Weber. Warriors now settling in. Cooper Cannon up top, defended by Darian Herford. Cannon assessing the land here. Bounces it in for Page. Double team came. Goes back up top for Mascaro. Downhill he goes, back for Page. Now he'll work to the inside, leans there. Big man up, takes some contact. No, got his own rebound. Back up a second time, left it short. Man, the Warrior big man just cannot get a whistle in his favor. Doesn't matter if the players are smaller. A foul's a foul, but man, Grant Page cannot get a foul call on anybody here at the 3A West Regional. Kind of been the story throughout the season. Gwynna. 39 seconds to go as they look back towards head coach Stu Mullins and set up the offense going left to right here, high outside the perimeter. Herford now. Just a patient probing here. Gwynna back out for Herford. Dribble right, give for Gwynna. Fake from three from real deep. Wasn't going to take that one on. Now dump it in. Romer to the inside. Swatted away by Gunnar Mascaro. He came flying in on a jumbo jetliner there. He was high above the eye line as he swats it away from Garrett Romer. Grant Page comes out of the game. Bolin Barthelmess checks in. Ball in quickly. Now the ball's on the deck. Ball taken away quickly up the floor here for Cooper Cannon to the right side. He floats it right up in front of the hoop there. Kind of ran out of space. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. One. Herford contested three at the buzzer. Nearly went down. It's a 5-point game heading to the second quarter. 13-8 in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. McGar.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
Tiger basketball to start the second quarter, 13-8. The Warriors trim the lead with back-to-back buckets to close out the quarter. Weber and Cannon. And the Tigers led in scoring by Noah St. Clair with 10. Quincy Guino at the other bucket so far on the day. Hollingshead now for Hereford to the inside St. Clair. Whip it back around. Andrews passes up the three opportunity. Back for Andrews, won't pass it up the second time. That one's off, no good, and Page there for the rebound again. Grant's been good on the Windex work down low so far as Kobe Bradshaw has it up top. Give for Michael Williams, who's back into the game, and now it's Grant Page. Takes on Hollingshead, takes him to task on the inside, and Grant Page has his first bucket of the day, and the Warriors back within 3, 13-10. Andrews and Hollingshead. Now they'll bounce it for St. Clair. Almost lost it. It's a fight for it. It's tied up between St. Clair and Bradshaw, so it'll be Warrior basketball underneath. Good defensive pressure there from Bradshaw. They've been trying to collapse a little bit on St. Clair. He's off to a hot start again. 10 points in the opening quarter as Cannon breaks through the pressure attempt, and now Page, he's going to work around, take on Hollingshead to the backside. He missed it, fouled there as he'll get two shots, and finally a whistle for the big man. And Hollingshead going to get tagged with this foul. It's just the second on the Tigers in the game. Only 5 foul calls here in the opening 9 minutes, so a cleanly game thus far. Page fires and can't find his range. Grant's had some trouble from the free throw line. Starts to be more of a mental game than anything from the charity stripe. Just got to see one fall through the cylinder at one point. Try to gain some of that confidence back. As Page eyes the target on the way, that one is good. 13-11. 1 minute into the second quarter with 3A West Regional third, fourth place game. Live coverage brought to you by Zion Lutheran Church. 3 on the way for Hereford. That's no good off the angle. Weber is able to grab the rebound. Got it for Page, and now Williams. He'll lift the head. Nowhere to go up the floor, so calmly jogs it here onto the left-hand side, and now drops it off for Colt Weber. Now here goes Cooper Cannon. He'll pull up, bank shot, no. Fight for the rebound. Hereford grabs it. Quickly up the floor for Hollingshead. Now give it for McFadden. Takes it down low here against Page. Ran out of room. Now back for McFadden. Up top it goes. Hollingshead wide open for 3. That one's off. No good. Long rebound down for Cooper Cannon. Here come the Warriors back the other way. Looking for an answer. Looking for the tie or the lead this time around. Cannon drop off here for Kobe Bradshaw. Now Michael Williams. Just directing traffic here. Page thought about the 3, but he's waiting. Now dump it inside for Weber. Takes it on against St. Clair. Missed the shot, though. Another short bunny miss here for the Warriors. And Hollingshead to the hoop and swatted away by Page. Sent it into the Warrior cheerleaders there on the far side of the floor. Big denial from Page as Gunnar Mascaro checks back into the game for Colt Weber. Weber with 2 points. A good session there for Colt. Came off the bench, provided something for the Warriors there. Bit of a spark. All set to come in, and finally does for Andrews. Andrews steps in, looks for Hereford, bounces now for St. Clair. Scoops it up top for Andrews. Now Hollingshead. Warriors defending. Hereford going down low. Got a man to leave his feet. Hollingshead, one more touch for Andrews. Inside out it goes. Hereford open for 3. That one's way too strong. And there's Williams with the rebound as Mascaro catches it here on the outside. Almost wasn't ready for it. Now waits, looking for help. Finds it in Williams. Mike drops it off to the left-hand side for Gunnar Mascaro. Offered a screen there. Now bounces it back up for Grant Page. and drops it off for Cooper Cannon. Sees a little bit of space, goes to the hoop. Scooper is good. Cooper Cannon with 6. Timeout, head coach Stu Mullins and the Lander Valley Tigers. We're tied up at 13 apiece on a 5-0 run for the Warriors to start the second quarter on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard next. We're back on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And we're back here at Level High School. Lander basketball out of the full timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. Warriors 5-0 run to the quarter, 9-0 run overall as they trailed 13-4, and now they're tied up. It's tied at 2 and tied again now at 13. Hereford wearing number 13 now with the ball. Kicks it inside St. Clair. Inside out for Andrews. Trying to go back for St. Clair. Nobody there. Now McFadden skips it all the way across Andrews. Now for Hereford. Tries to go downhill. Split one defender. 2 floating through the lane. Up and good. Darian Hereford with his first bucket of the day. And the Warriors with Cooper Cannon here across the middle against Andrews. Handed off for Mascaro. Back now for Mitchell. He goes all the way to the hoop. Right hand up and good. Warriors working on that little dribble exchange there between guards, and Mitchell, the big man, goes to the hoop with the right hand up and good. Teams exchange buckets here to tie it at 15. Andrews bouncing it now for Hereford. Andrews in the right corner. Back out for Hollingshead. Half the second quarter gone by. McFadden stepped in looking for a drive to the hoop there with Hollingshead, and he finishes over the outstretched hand of Elias Mitchell. Warriors lost Hollingshead going straight downhill, so a couple of layups back and forth for these two squads. Here goes Cooper Cannon downhill, pulls up from 12. That's way too strong there from Coop. Backside rebound for Hereford. McFadden across the midcourt line, has to hold things up, give for Hereford. Back for McFadden. Touch now outside for Hollingshead. Backside Andrews. Working the perimeter, now down to the baseline for Brenner Coleman. No, see, that's Finn McFadden, sorry. St. Clair starts downhill, rifles it in the corner. Hereford wide open for 3. Can't leave him there, but missed it again. Tigers a little cooler than they were a couple of nights ago so far as the Warriors have the rebound. Down low it goes for Cooper Cannon. A little hook shot, no. And inside there's St. Clair with the rebound. And the Warriors at midcourt defending, and Hereford steps in but shut off by Mitchell. Hollingshead will try his range from that side, no good. And then it's swatted away by St. Clair, and that's absolutely a foul that he got away with. Got Michael Williams across the face. No whistle. I know it's the last game of the tournament, but still got a job left to do. 19-15 here, 4 straight for the Tigers. Mascaro dribbling, spin move there, and has it swatted away again, this time by Hereford. Up top now for Andrews. He steps inside looking for help, goes backside for McFadden, and a foul on the floor. Going to be called on Elias Mitchell to be a baseline inbounds play. Three changes coming in for the Tigers. Gwynna into the game along with Nolan Post and Garrett Romer. And now Colt Weber comes into the game for Elias Mitchell. Also Taylor Ruckman into the game as well. So Mitchell and Williams to the bench here as the Tigers bring it in high up top now for Post. Romer back for Post. Trying to get it to the interior. Nobody available just yet. Ruckman, Page, and Weber probing the inside here defensively. Romer, shot fake from the outside, steps inside. Now it's stolen away there by Taylor Ruckman. Great awareness and reaction there on the pass as the Warriors have a takeaway. And now Colt Weber up top gives it off for Cooper Cannon. Minute 55 to go in the first half. 4-point lead for the Tigers, 19-15. Ball outside here for Gunnar Mascaro. Back now for Page, outside for Cannon. He'll dribble around one challenge here as Sinclair tried to take it away, and finally it is taken away here by the Tigers. And a swat of him there, and now going hard into the padding there as Cooper Cannon had tried to deflect that one, and into the padding on the far side goes Noah Sinclair. Hopefully he's all right. Free throws for Sinclair, whoever comes in for him on the other side here. 19-15 your score. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Injury timeout here from Lovell High School on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. St. Clair currently at the seated position and now rises back on the floor. He's exchanges a high five there with Cooper Cannon. He did not mean to send him into the soft padding down there, as Cooper Cannon was the first to come there and check on St. Clair after he crashed into the Bulldogs padding there on the south side of the floor. So now free throws will be taken. It'll be taken by the check-in here. Going to have to be Hollingshead to take the free throws with 1:34 to go. So after the injury stoppage, again, St. Clair is going to the end to talk to the trainer there. Again, probably got to go through concussion protocols and the like. I think he's okay. I mean, overall, he looks very aware and got up and down on his own. Just took a minute to kind of collect himself, answer some of those questions. So very thankful he got up under his own power as Hollingshead at the free throw line misses the first short. Second one is better and good. So a 5-point game now, 20-15, as Cannon has the ball in here to Taylor Ruckman. Back for Cooper Cannon. Got a drive here towards the front court and gets there now. Minute 20 go in the half. Warriors looking for a bucket this time around. And now inside to Page to the hoop. Great little find. Ruckman to Page. They've been on the same page all season long. And there they write another paragraph in the story. 20-17. Hollingshead for Gwynna. He'll fire a three. That one's short, airballed it. And now the ball saved in here, but it's right to Taylor Ruckman. And now Grant Page will take it across the midcourt line and step through. Bounce it down low for Mascaro. Turnaround shot, he walked with it first. I'd say it looked like he shuffled his feet down low and might have just switched pivot feet there. So the Warriors turn it over, and Brenner Coleman into the game for the Tigers, and Kobe Bradshaw comes in for the Warriors for Taylor Ruckman. He tips his head back, say, I'm not ready to be done playing basketball in that session, Coach, but they're trying to protect Taylor. He's got to have another week to get right heading into the 3A state championship tournament. Less than a minute to go in the first half, and what's been a good one. It's a 3-point game, 20-17. Ball almost taken away from Romer. Now McFadden splits a couple of defenders. Outside it goes through post, and now back to McFadden. Tigers do move the ball quickly. Gwynna passes up the opportunity from the outside. McFadden assessing options. Now back out for Gwynna. 24 seconds to go. Gwynna. Bradshaw starting to hassle high. Now give for McFadden. Go back outside Gwynna. 9 seconds to go. 8 seconds. Post a high arcing three. Ball tipped around. Warriors have it now. Trying to go over the top. Stolen by McFadden. He takes away a fall-away three-pointer at the buzzer. It hits the front of the iron. No good. 2 quarters in the books. We head to the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show with the Warriors trailing 20-17 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back after this on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453.
And welcome inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Lander Tigers 20, Worland Warriors 17 at the half. The Warriors fought back from down 13-4, put together a 9-0 run. Then the teams kind of exchange buckets back and forth, and the Tigers take that 3-point advantage into the halftime locker room. Again, kind of a scary moment when Noah St. Clair went into the padding here on the south side of the floor, but did get back under his own power. Was getting checked out by the trainers. He appears over there to be okay, but of course the team's taking the proper precautions in that, checking him out. We'll see if he gets back into this game or not. So again, thinking about Noah St. Clair, but again did rise on his own, which was good to see. And I know Cooper Cannon felt bad about that foul. Again, he just went up to contest the basketball, and then they just got caught up, and St. Clair was just heading head first into that south side padding. So just kind of an unfortunate situation, but at the end of the day, the Lander big man seemed to be doing well, and of course he comes out of the game as the Tigers' leading scorer. So we'll see what happens in half number 2. Warriors involved in a couple of low-scoring games thus far. This one sitting at 20-17 here on the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Earlier today, the Worland Lady Warriors saw their season come to a close at Lovell Middle School, 44-36 loss to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. They fought hard, led 23-14 at the half, but a 17-5 third quarter saw the Bulldogs go on top and just never surrender much back to the Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors got back within as close as 8, and that's where the game ended. An 8-point advantage for the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. The Lady Warriors season comes to a close. Warriors followed that up with a 32-30 victory of their own. A bucket with 2.3 seconds left by Cooper Cannon after a steal initiated by the tip of Kobe Bradshaw, tipped further forward by Colt Weber into the hands of Gunnar Mascaro, up the floor for Cooper Cannon, driving to the lane, right-hand layup up and good with 2.3 seconds to go, and the Warriors run out the clock as they qualify for the 3A state championship tournament. We take a break here on the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. On the other side, we'll get into first half stats and continue to prep you for half number 2 here from Lovell High School in the 3A West Regional on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And welcome back inside the Washoe Prevention Coalition halftime show. Halftime score here in the third place game of the 3A West Regional. Lander Valley Tigers 20, Worland Warriors 17. Another close one going into the second half. Let's get into our opening half stats here. Starting with the Lander Valley Tigers. 3 points for Quincy Gwinna. Only 3-pointer of the game either way. 2 points for Darian Herford. 12 for Noah St. Clair and 3 for Pax Hollingshead in that first half. Tigers just 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Warriors only one trip to the free throw line. Grant Page went 1 of 2. 6 points for Cooper Cannon, 2 for Colt Weber, 5 for Grant Page, 2 for Elias Mitchell, and 2 for Michael Williams. Warriors 1 of 2 from the free throw line. No Washoe Cinemas 3-pointers in that opening half of basketball. The Warriors have been trying to play a little bit more on the interior, which I think is really advantageous for them, trying to play to the inside, get some of those shots from the outside. They just haven't had a lot of open looks, and they're not forcing it, which is actually good. Don't want to see the team force it too much from the outside when they've had some success on the inside going to the hoop. So the Warriors will look to maybe replicate that, get a couple of good looks from the outside in half number 2 as they trail 20-17 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Again, we will be with you down in Casper next weekend. 3A State Championship Tournament. We appreciate all our live video sponsors here this weekend that include the Bunkers Golf Simulators, Keller Construction, Hughes Construction, Zion Lutheran Church, Eugene Miller and Sons, and Frank and Sherry Crew. I know we have one other joining us in the state championship weekend already. It's Lisa Beamer with Farmers Insurance, so appreciate her. She'll lend a hand for live video coverage at the state tournament. Again, helps us offset those rights fees. $250 for a sponsorship. Get your logo on throughout each of the games throughout that 3A state championship tournament. And as well, you get shout-outs throughout, and if you want a small ad, may be provided as well for your live video sponsorship. Reach out to me, Jordan McCamey, at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or by call or text 307-431-1468. That does it for our Washoe Prevention Coalition halftime show. On the other side, the teams will be out of the locker room and ready for second half action. 20-17 your score. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Tigers on top of the Warriors. One team taking the 3 seed to the state championship tournament. The other going to be the 4 seed going into the Dream Weekend, competing for a state championship title next weekend in Casper. We'll be back with the second half next here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541.
And we're ready for second half action here as the Tigers and Warriors are set to break out of their halftime huddles. It'll be Tiger basketball to start half number 2 here. So it'll be Hollingshead, Andrews, Hereford, Gwinna, and McFadden out there for the Tigers, so no Noah St. Clair back into the game yet. Gwinna back for Hereford here as he steps inside the paint, bounces it off for Hollingshead, manages to recollect there after the mishandle. Gwinna now to the free throw line. Hereford outside, shot fake there. Now pulls up from the free throw line, misses the shot. Fight for it. McFadden got the rebound and puts it up and good for the Tigers. 5-point lead here on the first bucket of the second half as Cooper Cannon pushed in the front court against Andrews. Cooper Cannon hands it off for Mascaro. Now Mitchell going to go here against Gwinna. Ran out of room. Back for Williams. He'll drive now against McFadden. Turnaround shot on the inside, up and good. As Williams saw the size advantage against McFadden, took him all the way down to the low right block, up for 2. 22-19 as the teams exchange buckets as they did out of the gates in the opening half. Hereford rifles it across now for Gwinna. Back for Hereford, inside for McFadden. Now Andrews, scoop it across for Gwinna. Back for Hereford. He'll look to drive, got to the left elbow, out of room. Now Andrews down the baseline here for McFadden. In a little bit of trouble, but Gwinna comes through. Great little cut there by Quincy Gwinna. Got the pass from McFadden. Good court vision as well as Andrews pressing a little pressure against Cooper Cannon. Now gets it for Grant Page. Back for Mascaro. Dribbles around a screen. Now back out for Cooper Cannon. Gives it off for Michael Williams. Bounces it for Mascaro. Inside it goes now for Williams. Going to work on the left block. Hook shot up and good. Michael Williams working on the inside now. Mike with 6 points in the game. Lead back to 3, 24-21. Hereford hassled here by Mitchell as Mitchell fell off of a foot there. Kind of stepped on the top of Hereford's foot as he has it back now for Gwinna. Bounce at McFadden. Skips it all the way top for Hereford for 3 on the way. That one's short, no good. McFadden over the top, got the rebound, falling away. Jump shot, no, but it's taken down by Hollingshead to the hoop, up and good. Man, the Warriors getting outworked on the offensive glass here. The Warriors got to get a little help here as Cannon has it in for Mitchell. Up ahead here for Grant Page. Page for Mascaro. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. 5-point lead for the Tigers, 26-21. Ball goes inside for Williams. Had it poked away. Tries to recollect it. Hereford takes it away. Now it drives into the front court. He left it behind. Williams has it. Gets it up ahead for Cannon. And the Warriors go the other way. Cooper Cannon all the way to the hoop. That one's going to be a goaltend. Yes, it is a goaltend. I'll say that one was coming down as it swatted away by Hollingshead, so Cannon will get credited with the deuce there. Williams comes out. Taylor Ruckman comes in for the Warriors. Hereford now. Hereford straight away. Back for Gwinna on the right wing. Tigers looking for an interior pass. Nothing there yet. Back out Andrews. Inside it goes for McFadden. Tries to go to the backside, but Andrews is there. Steps inside the paint. Hereford driving downhill. Takes on a pair of Warriors. That one's no good, but there's Andrews with the rebound. Now Hereford has it back up top. Another offensive rebound for the Tigers. Warriors getting outworked there. Herford thought about the three again, now steps inside, runs out of room, goes for Hollingshead. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. 26-23 lead for the Tigers. Warriors looking for a stop this time up the floor. Mitchell backing off of Herford. Gwynna now. Back for Herford. Top of the key. Goes left elbow. Now dribbles out. Almost taken away as he almost took it away from Herford. Now Andrews steps inside. McFadden underneath the bucket. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Finally able to get it out for Andrews, and a timeout for head coach Stu Mullins and the Warriors. We'll take it with them. 3:55 to go in the third quarter. 26-23 lead for the Tigers on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Teams breaking out of the 30-second timeout huddle here. It'll be Tiger basketball underneath. 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. Inbounds play now for the Tigers. They're looking to get it in. Finally do now for Hollingshead. Herford swinging around the perimeter. Inside Hollingshead. Gwynna will try for a three. That one's good. Gwynna's had the range today for the Tigers. He's got both of their three-pointers in the game. The lead back out to 6. Warriors have never led in this game, trailing by 6 now. Gunnar Mascaro. Bounces it for Ruckman, who's into the game. Now Mitchell. Will screen offered. Back inside now for Ruckman. He'll go to work. Back out. Mitchell open for a three. Elias can't hit the shot. Warriors fighting for it. It's loose and taken away by Andrews. Andrews back the other way. Give for Hollingshead. Contested and one. And the Warriors now in an 8-point hole. Fouls on Mitchell, his third. And Mascaro, no, it'll be Ruckman out of the game, Colt Weber in. And Kobe Bradshaw will also check in now for Elias Mitchell. So Mitchell leads with 3 fouls. Warriors only 5 fouls total. 3 of them belong to Elias Mitchell. Hollingshead at the line for an and one opportunity. He's got 7 points in the game. Make it stays 7. As Grant Page has the rebound on the missed free throw. Cooper Cannon into the front court here against the pressure of Andrews. Looking for some movement. Find it in Weber now into the corner for Mascaro. Grant Page wants it to work against McFadden. He'll go across the lane here. Stripped away from out of play. It'll stay with the Warriors. Hollingshead comes out. Brenner Coleman in. Weber was going to inbound it, but it's going to be Kobe Bradshaw to bring this one inbounds. Backside Mascaro. It's tipped away by the Tigers now to play. Gwynna got a piece of it. He was trying to say back the other way for the Tigers, but the Warriors will retain possession now. Warriors set up the inbounds play. Page back now for Mascaro. Bradshaw in the left corner. He starts downhill. Kick it up for Weber. Now the Warriors back outside the perimeter. Gunnar Mascaro. Give for Weber. Now Page has it up high, taken away by McFadden, and it's stolen there as Page couldn't grab it back for the Warriors. So a long possession comes up empty for the Warriors. 2:34 to go, 31-23 your score. Ball in for Gwynna. Tigers extending their halftime lead here out to 8 without Noah St. Clair, and now Herford for a three and got it. Darian Herford for 3, and the Warriors now trail by 9. Biggest lead match of the day here for the Tigers at 34-23. Excuse me, it's an 11-point lead on the 3. As Cannon pushes it up with a left hand, no good. Gwynna has the rebound. Warriors trying to take it back. Page hassling there, but couldn't take it away from Gwynna. Back the other way for McFadden. Steps inside the lane. Herford, same spot, didn't take the 3. Now gives for McFadden down low. Back for Brenner Coleman. Now Andrews to the inside for McFadden, plus the foul and one. So McFadden now stretches the lead out to 13, and the foul goes against Grant Page. Timeout, head coach Tanner Hart and the Warriors. They need to find an answer here quickly as the lead grows. 36-23 Tigers in a 16-6 quarter on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Refreshing Wild Cherry Cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
From the moment.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
We're back here. The and one free throw coming for Finn McFadden now. McFadden with 4 points in the game, all of them coming in the quarter. 16-6 run going for the Tigers here out of the halftime break, gives them the 13-point lead. McFadden, ball back in his hands now. And this on the way, that's no good. Fight for the rebound inside for Bradshaw. Kobe dribbles out of there with it, holds things up on the left-hand side. Into the front court come the Warriors, in need of a bucket here this time around. Handed off for Gunnar Mascaro, trying to change things up. Here goes Cannon down the lane. Floater is up and good for Coop. He's got 10 in the game for the Warriors. 36-25 your score there. Good drive out of the timeout. As McFadden missed the free throw, Warriors get a bucket on the other side, cut the lead to 11. McFadden dribbling against Mascaro, into the paint now. Kicks back out for Andrews, got past one, dumps it off for Herford. Think it came off his foot. Herford to the inside, Gwynna to the hoop, floating layup, no, got his own rebound. Trying to go back up, could not. Now a fight for it as Bradshaw ends up on the deck, and that's going to be a foul here against the Tigers. Think it's going to go against Coleman. Kobe Bradshaw somehow came out of there with that rebound. Minute 6 to go in the third. Still plenty of game left here for the Warriors, trying to cut this lead into single digits. Heikkila comes into the game along with Garrett Romer for the Tigers as Gwynna and Herford go to the sideline. Ball in for Cooper Cannon now as gives off for Bradshaw, picked up here by Coleman at midcourt. That's a little mismatch there for the little guard. Takes it right past Coleman initially. Over the top, Cannon, shot fake there. Now dribbles, handoff for Mascaro. Back for Cooper Cannon. Down the baseline, puts up an awkward shot there. A foul as he was cleared out underneath, and the Warriors get bailed out by that whistle there. As fortunate, Cannon got a little sucked underneath the side of the standard there, had to push up a shot and got fouled in the end by Andrews on the closeout. Kind of say they got him under the body. So Cooper Cannon with 10 points, 4 in the quarter, make it 5. So he cuts the lead down to 10, 36-26. Hollingshead going to come back into the game now for Caleb Andrews. Hollingshead with 7 points in the game. .47 seconds to go in the quarter. Warriors trying to make a 9-point game with the right hand of Cooper Cannon. In and out, no, and the rebound down for Hollingshead. Over the top, Romer has it now. Towards midcourt, give it off for Hollingshead. McFadden backs it out deep here against Kobe Bradshaw. Half a minute to go. Warriors happy to sag off here for now as the Tigers look to potentially hold for the last shot. So Warriors going with defense to end the quarter, trying to get a stop here to keep the lead at 10. Now McFadden will get started. Downhill he goes. Takes on Bradshaw to the inside. Now Heikkila for three, left corner. Got it. Heikkila for three there. And at the buzzer, Bradshaw throws it up the floor, and the Warriors will trail by 13 going into the fourth quarter. Tough ending to the quarter for the Warriors. They got a long way back, but got a whole 8 minutes to do it here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. And we're ready for the fourth quarter. It's going to be Warrior basketball. They need some offense quickly here. Bradshaw out there with out there with Mascaro, Weber, Barthelmess, and Page. So head coach Tanner Hart looking for something here from his squad. Ball comes in now for Bolin Barthelmess. One dribble, handoff for Mascaro, as Bradshaw has it up top now. Weber backing out against Romer. Give it for Page. Back out for Mascaro. Back in for Page. He'll work across the paint. Pull up, falling way in and out, no. And that's been the story for the Warriors here in the second half. Up the floor they go. Outside Hollingshead. Into the corner for Romer. Back out Hollingshead. Left wide open for three. That one's too strong. No good. Page has the rebound, skying high for it. So the Warriors dodge a bullet there on an open three for Hollingshead. 7:24 and ticking away here. Bradshaw setting up the offense. Warriors getting in position now. Ball goes for Barthelmess on the outside. Now Page. Back for Bradshaw. He'll dribble into the paint. Give it for Mascaro. Heikkila defending. Mascaro, left side, goes to the inside, creates some contact, and hits the floater down the lane. Gunnar Mascaro's first bucket of the day for the Warriors here in this one. McFadden steps downhill against Mascaro. Into some trouble now, trying to rip it away. Heikkila back for Romer. Heikkila dribbles, left elbow, now for Romer. McFadden starts, stops, gives it off for Hollingshead all the way to the hoop, swatted away. No good, but fouled there. Late whistle from the official, the only official that couldn't see the play making the call. Always disappointing on the backside there. If the baseline official doesn't call it, don't have the business there on the backside, away from it through bodies to make that call. As Hollingshead knocks in the first free throw. Foul win on Page, his second. Lead back to 12, 40-28, and the second one, no good, falls off the side of the bucket. Stays a 12-point game on a 1-2 trip for Hollingshead. 6:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bradshaw offered a screen here by Page. Now needs help, find it in Weber. Here goes Weber downhill. Ran out of room and a blocking foul underneath as they ran into Weber there, lost his footing. Williams and Mitchell going to come into the game. Foul on Romer, his first on the Tigers of the quarter. And Williams and Mitchell in, Barthelmess and Weber to the sidelines. Williams with 6 points in the game. Warriors could need one of those threes. Warriors without a three so far today as Mitchell gets a ball inbounds and rims out a three, no good. Now Andrews out in front of the play. Give it for Heikkila all the way to the hoop. Blew the layup, though, and the rebound down for Grant Page there. Warriors lucky again here. See if they can get a bucket this time around. Williams finds it for Mascaro. Gunner, crossover dribble, spin move, back out for Bradshaw. Inside it goes for Page. Got a man to leave his feet, up and good, plus the foul. An and one opportunity as they tag Hollingshead with the foul. So now the bucket for Page as he goes to the line for an and one. Trying to make it a 9-point game, and the Warrior big man can as it spins off, no good. Andrews here on the outside left, works it at midcourt, splits a couple of defenders there, and then Coleman to the inside. Had a chance to go up, decided not to, and now Andrews with it, defended by Mitchell. 5:41 to go. Heikkila to the inside, needs help. Andrews bails him out there. Mitchell denying Andrews to the inside. Now Romer goes downhill. Give for Heikkila, crossover there. Now Romer in the corner. He dribbles out of trouble. Here goes Hollingshead down low. Kick at Heikkila, open for three again. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound down for Bradshaw. Nobody was in there as the sophomore guard gets it for the Warriors. Chance to get back within single digits in the first time in a while for the Warriors as Bradshaw backs it out. Now needs some help. Find it in Mitchell. He'll drive. Try to get to the hoop here. All the way across it goes there, looking for Mascaro as Williams ran into Coleman there. So Williams with his third foul, the second on the Warriors of the quarter. Turnover for the Warriors, and man, it's just been those opportunities now to try to get back in this one for the Warriors, try to get within single digits. Right now, 10 looks big, and a timeout here for the Warriors. 5:04 to go. Lander Valley Tigers 40, Worland Warriors 30 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors!
Tiger ball out of the timeout here on the far side. 5:04 to go. Romer out there with Hollingshead, Coleman, Heikkila, and Andrews as Coleman has it near midcourt, nearly stripped away from him. Now kick it outside left. Andrews to the elbow here, dumps it to the inside looking for Coleman. Tries to go up, running out of room, into the corner, rifle it around. Romer has it now. Good ball movement from the Tigers to get out of trouble as Hollingshead goes down low, shovels it off here for Romer. Into the corner for Heikkila. He'll dribble around trouble. Now Andrews. Romer looking for a little space. Back for Hollingshead. He'll try a three and he'll hit. 13-point game again, 43-30. Warriors with 4:20 left to go in this game need to find some offense. They have yet to hit a three on this Saturday as Mascaro goes to the inside. Big shot up and good, plus the foul. Gunnar Mascaro with his second bucket and keeps the Warrior faithful alive as the foul goes on Brenner Coleman. And Finn McFadden will come in for Coleman as Mascaro will go to the line for the first time today. Warriors 2 of 5 from the free throw line. The Tigers just 2 of 9, so difference, 5 3-pointers down so far for the Tigers today as Mascaro can't hit the free throws. So the Warriors also have the struggles here as Hollingshead is tied up, but not before the timeout came in from head coach Stu Mullins. 43-32 as we have another timeout at Lovell High School. Third seed on the line here at the 3A West Regional on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, and my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah. How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house. and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. Come back to live action here as the Warriors got a trap here in the corner. Ball thrown up the floor as it's down for Andrews, and now Heikkila all alone down low, up for a layup. Warriors nearly get the turnover, but then Heikkila with an easy deuce. Lead out to 13 again, 45-32 as Mascaro gets busy here on the inside. Warriors fighting for it. Bradshaw keeps it alive. Williams need that three. Got that three. Awashki Cinemas triple in for Williams. Ball now for Romer. Warriors gambling on some takeaways here. Andrews in the corner. Goes high over the top for Heikkila. Now Hollingshead for Romer. Heikkila drop off for Hollingshead. Goes to the inside. Andrews downhill to the right block. Kick it out Heikkila. Started, stops, goes downhill. Now McFadden. Back out for Romer. He'll take on an uncontested three and hit it. And just like that, back to 13 again. Warriors can't get within anything here on the Tigers as Bradshaw tried to go to the inside, stripped away by Andrews. Then dribbles it off his foot, but then throws it high and out of play there. Got a little bit impatient there as he thought he was in a little more trouble than he was. Tried to find McFadden down low, but threw it high over the top. Taylor Ruckman getting a couple of minutes of action here for the Warriors. 2:56 to go, 48-35. Andrews will hassle Coop right at midcourt, and now he comes into the right-hand side of the screen. Starts downhill, now out of room. Inside it goes for Ruckman. He'll work against Gwynna. A little scoop layup. No, got his own rebound, banks it back up and good. Oh, hey, look what I found. Down to an 11-point game outside Hereford. Now a drive to the inside by McFadden. Back out Hereford, now Gwynna. Tigers operating here now. Not going to take on these threes. No reason to go in early on in the possession here. As the Warriors at some point, they're going to have to get out. They're going to go four corners on them, so Ruckman's going to have to come out and put on some pressure, force the Tigers to throw it around. Here's McFadden. Now back out for Hereford. Warriors again going to have to set up. Hereford drives left, give it back for Hollingshead into the corner. Now give and go taken away by the Warriors. Here it goes up the floor for Cooper Cannon. He'll go to the hoop, has it swatted away, but there's Mascaro on the backside. He can't finish though, and now Cannon nearly takes it away from Hereford in the backcourt, but Gwynna up ahead for Andrews. Now McFadden. Warriors will see if they go for the foul game or not. McFadden splits the defenders to the hoop, and a timeout there before by Mullins. Probably upset he called it as he took the timeout. Tigers lead at 48-37. Quick break here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
And we're back here at Level High School 3A West Regional third place game. Warriors trail by 11 with 1:43 to go. Hereford going to flash and get the ball in the right corner. Outside Gwynna. Inside it goes for McFadden. Back out now Gwynna. They're working it around quickly. Andrews almost taken away from him. Scoop it inside Gwynna. He's fouled. No, he's not fouled there by the Warriors as Hereford somehow got the shot up and got it to go. Not sure where the foul was on the Warriors. Gwynna was off Hereford was well out of position and off balance, but gets the foul call and the and one opportunity as Bradshaw's tagged for the personal. He comes out as Ruckman comes in and Williams as well. Mascaro to the bench. Minute 28 left. Warriors in a deep hole here. No matter what, they're heading to state, but wanted to try to avoid Douglas, the 3A East champion from this year. They'll more than likely face the number 4 seed in that opening round now as the Warriors give up another offensive rebound with a minute 24 to go. Hereford outside for Gwinnett. The Tigers just going to dribble it out here as Mitchell still defending as Gwinnett goes around to the hoop. Right-hand layup is up and good. Warriors have no other choice except to put on high pressure now. Williams to the hoop against Hollingshead. He'll finish there, pad his stats as Williams goes into double digits. Under a minute to play now here in this third place game. 13-point lead for the Tigers, 52-39. McFadden working against Mitchell. Hollingshead outside, drop it off for Gwinnett. Now it's Andrews. Tracked there by Ruckman. Hollingshead outside for Finn McFadden. Mitchell defending. McFadden looked to go downhill, now backs it out for Gwinnett. Timeout, head coach Stu Mullins just wants to make a change here, and all the Warriors will do it too. And they say, we understand with 34.2, there's no coming back tonight. Warriors will be the 4 seed heading into the 3A state championship tournament. Postgame show presented by 7-Up here on the other side. We'll wrap the stats, wrap up the 3A West Regional, talk with head coach Tanner Hart, and then we will get going. We'll take off here from the 3A West Regional as the Warriors will finish this tournament 2-2. Both losses coming at the hands of the Lander Valley Tigers. Barthelmess into the game along with neighbors Bradshaw, Weber, and Johnny Thomas. Is dribbling up top as Nolan Post. Crosses over, downhill he goes. Romer now with it, defended by Barthelmess. And now working it around the top post. Thought about the shot, now fakes. Heikla steps inside, throws it up top, nearly out of the reach there of the Tigers. Heikla into the corner for Post. 10 seconds now left to go here for the Tigers to run off the rest of the clock, and the Warriors will let him do so as Neighbors comes out to defend Post, but that'll be the final 3 seconds. Final score, Lander Valley Tigers 52, Worland Warriors 39. Warriors, the 4 seed, heading to the 3A State Championship tournament next weekend in Casper, Wyoming. Postgame show presented by 7-Up next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
And welcome inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Jordan McKamey with you. Final score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors fall 52-39 to the Lander Valley Tigers. Warriors, the 4 seed, heading to state as they get their 4th place. Little placard to go in the trophy case at Worland High School. They will face the 3A East champions, the Douglas Bearcats. So they'll face Douglas next weekend in Casper, more than likely in a 1-4 matchup. It's either the early game right around 1:30 or the nightcap at 7:30 or 9. So we'll keep an eye on when that game does happen. Keep an eye on the McKamey Broadcasting Facebook page for updates of that. But right now on the post-game show presented by 7-Up, we await the arrival of head coach Tanner Hart, but he actually talking with AD Aaron Abel over there, so he's heading towards the locker room. We may not get a talk with the coach here at the end of this one, but the Warriors will be heading to the 3A state championship tournament despite falling in the final game here at Lovell High School. Let's go into our post-game stat wrap here for the Warriors and the Tigers. Finn McFadden with 4, 5 for Coulter Heikkila, 3 for Garrett Romer, 10 for Quincy Gwinna, 7 for Darian Herford, 12 for Noah St. Clair, and 11 for Pax Hollingshead. The Tigers 6 threes again, 2 games, 16 threes against the Warriors in this tournament, 2 of 9 from the free throw line. Warriors 4 points for Gunnar Mascaro, 11 for Cooper Cannon, 2 for Colt Weber, 7 for Grant Page, 2 for Elias Mitchell, 11 for Michael Williams, and 2 for Taylor Ruckman. 1 Waukee Cinema's three-pointer down, 2 of 7 from the free throw line in the contest. Let's jump into our other post-game feature. That is our Warriors game review presented by Waukee Cinemas in Worland. In the opening quarter, the Warriors came out, exchanged buckets with the Tigers early on. Then the Tigers went on an 11-2 run to make it 13-4, but the Warriors end on a 5-0 run of their own. 4-0 run of their own to get it to 13-8 after one. Then the Warriors scored 4 straight in that second quarter to make it a 9-0, or 5 straight to make it a 9-0 run. Get back within a couple by halftime. It was a 3-point game, 20-17. Then the third quarter happened. Warriors came out of the locker room, gave up a couple of shots to the Tigers. They started to grow that lead. They outscored the Warriors 19-11 in that third quarter to take a 39-28 lead into the culminating quarter. Teams essentially exchanging buckets in the fourth quarter. 13-11, the Tigers take the quarter. Warriors did hit their only Waukee Cinemas three-pointer with Michael Williams knocking it in, but at the end of the day, it's a 13-point loss, 52-39 to the Lander Valley Tigers. Warriors 2-2 in the tournament, 4 seed heading to the 3A state championship tournament. We take a break here on the postgame show presented by 7-Up. On the other side, we either talk with head coach Tanner Hart or we sign it off from the 3A West Regional here at Lovell High School on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453.
Welcome back inside the postgame show presented by 7-Up. Worland Warriors fall 52-39 to the Lander Valley Tigers at the 4 seed heading to the 3A state championship tournament. It'll be a upset bid for the Warriors out of the gates as they'll take on the number 1 seed from the East, the Douglas Bearcats, who took care of Torrington over there at the 3A East Regional. So the Warriors will take on the Bearcats. Keep an eye on the McCamey McCamey Broadcasting Facebook page. If you haven't given us a like and a follow, please do so. Subscribe to the YouTube page, like those videos, share those links. But our McCamey Broadcasting Facebook page, that's where you can find all our links to live video each and every game, and we'll try to update you early on in the week when the Warriors are going to play at the 3A state championship tournament. Typically the way that those tournaments stack up, I think they'd either be around that 1:30 or 3 o'clock range or all the way in that 7:30, potentially that 9 o'clock game, depending on how they set up those tournaments. Again, you can kind of go over to the WHSAA website and look at the way 2A basketball was set up, because the Warriors are actually the 1A boys, because they open up always at the Ford Wyoming Center. Same story for the Warriors, so that 1 seed out of the East, 4 seed out of the West was typically the late game. It tipped off at 8 p.m. for 1A boys basketball. So right now expecting that may be the case as well for the Warriors. So right now expecting maybe that 8 p.m. game, but we'll have to keep an eye on that as the Warriors Qualify for state 1 year after missing out. They say not twice in a row. Picked up a win against Cody. Couldn't get the victory against the Tigers, but no matter what, the ticket is booked. They're heading to Casper here in 2026, and that dream of a state championship is still alive for the Worland Warriors in 2026. Again, like the Facebook page, give us a like, give us a follow. Warriors fall on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard in this one, 52-39, the final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. To the Lander Valley Tigers. We'll take one more short break. If head coach Tanner Hart's not out of the locker room by then, we'll sign it off here from Lovell, Wyoming on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
And welcome back inside the Postgame Show presented by 7-Up here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Worland Warriors on to the state championship tournament, 4 seed overall, losing 52-39 to the Lander Valley Tigers here in the third place game. They'll face the Douglas Bearcats next weekend in Casper. Again, we're estimating that it's going to be an 8 o'clock tip-off. We'll see. Head coach Tanner Hart just spent a lot of time in the locker room. We just haven't seen him pop back out just yet. We're trying to see if he will emerge here quickly, as most of the players have started exiting that area. We'll see if coach comes out and has a conversation with us here in just a couple of moments. We appreciate all of those of you that have stuck around. Again, a huge shout out to our live video sponsors, including the Bunkers Golf Simulators, Frank and Sherry DeCrew, Keller Construction, Zion Lutheran Church, Hughes Construction, and Eugene Miller and Sons in Worland. We also are looking for more video sponsors. Again, $250 for a sponsorship helps offset our rights fees costs that we have to pay to the NFHS network. Again, $250 for an advertising spot gets you a logo on during each and every one of the games, along with some other of our fine video sponsors as well. You get shout-outs throughout the tournament, and also, should you want, you can get a short-produced ad as well. So if you're interested, contact me, Jordan McCamey, at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com, or give me a call or text 307-431-1468. Again, 307-431-1468, or Email me, mckamebroadcasting@gmail.com. Those postseason sponsorship. Coach is out of the locker room. We'll see if we can tag his, get his attention and get him up on the broadcast booth here in 30 seconds. The McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541.
And welcome back to the Postgame Show presented by 7-Up. Head coach Tanner Hart going to join us here momentarily as we let him get his microphone adjusted. We're now joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart. Coach, I know this one didn't go the way you wanted to it for the Warriors. That first half felt like the team was scrappy, competing, making some plays out there. It's a 3-point game going into the halftime locker room. Again, no, the offense wasn't necessarily right there, but seemed like the energy was up for this game, not down for this game.
Yeah, the energy was there, and I felt pretty good with the 3-point deficit at half, considering our kind of a lack of offense in the first half. Defense was okay. Got our tails kicked on the boards. I mean, that was a huge thing. Is a lot of second chance points from them, and we talked about winning the third quarter, which I thought we did a better job the last two games, and I don't think we won the third quarter in this one. So that was kind of the thing right there, was just couldn't get some shots to fall. They hit threes again. They came out and lit it up.
Well, and Coach, again, this time seemed, though, to get Grant Page stayed aggressive out there. 7 more points today. Finally got to the line for an and one opportunity. Finally got a whistle for Grant so we can check that off the box. But, again, he stayed aggressive. I thought Gunnar Mascaro played really great again. He was even a little bit of an offensive spark in that second half, trying to keep you in it. It just seemed like the Warriors, we talked about in that first game against Lander, felt like maybe the first time ever we saw a couple of those hanging heads. Today, that was not the case. Warriors are fighting all the way from the tip to the whistle.
Yeah, the only thing I saw out there I didn't like was a few things with calls. You know, we get frustrated with calls, hands go up, or we disagree. And I said, we're going to have 3 days of practice where we don't do that. You know, we're not going to do that and throw that up. We got to just play hard here regardless if it's rain or shine, you know. And I compared us to the USPS mail, I think it was, that we've got to come out, rain, snow, sleet, sunny days, whatever it is. So there were some moments of that I disliked from the guys. But ultimately, I told them in the locker room I didn't doubt the fight. I thought they were fighting hard and battling. It wasn't a game where we're just happy to get to state. I thought we were fighting. It just didn't go our way. We were a little bunched in our zone, didn't get out to shooters, and they made us pay.
Well, and Coach, now we talked about before the game started a little bit off air, the Douglas Bearcats did end up winning the 3A East Regional, so that is your opening round game against a team, a very good team out of Douglas, a team that even clipped their way past level early on in the season, so you know it's going to be a battle there, but first time seeing the Bearcats as the Warriors in the West instead of the East, so that'll be the opening game. I think it'll most likely be that nightcap game. How do you feel about that?
Douglas is a very good team. Shooter with the Roberts kid. He's a stud shooter. They've got a big guy, but, I mean, I love that we can match Grant up against that. You know, I'd feel different about it if we were a little bit smaller. Then they've got another good guard, a Cap kid who shoots the ball really well. So we're going to get film on them, get a game plan here in the next 3 days. But, you know, it's kind of exciting going against a team you haven't seen yet this year. Over here in the West, you see all these dudes, summer camps, everything, you know, and so it's going to be kind of fun. I think the last time these boys said they saw him was freshman or sophomore season, and so it'll be a good experience, but we're going to get film going and roll.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart as the 3A West Regional comes to a close here as the Warriors fall 52-39. Coach, any final thoughts on the weekend before we let you go? Digest it, get to that film work as the state championship tournament awaits for the Warriors in 2026.
Yeah, just excited that we punched our ticket to go and see what happens when we get down there, and just thankful for, like I said, the community around who give these guys drinks and snacks and food and all that kind of good stuff. We're extremely blessed to be as supported as we are. Coach, appreciate you as always. Glad we got a few more conversations left in the season. We'll see you next week down in Casper. I'm excited. Head coach Tanner Hart there. Coach, appreciate you. Thank you. Coach Hart there, the Worland Warriors, as the Warriors fall 52-39 to the Lander Valley Tigers. That's going to do it here for us from Lovell High School. Worland Warriors
Lander Valley Tigers. Tigers take out the Warriors 52-39 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Worland Warriors to the 3A state championship tournament. They'll open up in a 1-4 matchup against the 3A's champion Douglas Bearcats. The upset bid is on for the Warrior. Ticket is punched. Dreams still alive, and why not us? That'll be the attitude for the Worland Warriors heading into the 3A state championship tournament here in 2026. We say goodbye from the 3A West Regional here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. And until next time, and there's going to be a 3A state championship next time. Go, Worland Warriors.